In this video, we're going to talk about zeros in division. Now, we have an example, which is 316 divided by 3. Remember, we said if the numbers are big, we will write it as a long division first. So it will be 316 divided by 3. Now, that one is the dividend. That's why we write it inside the long division. And this one, the 3, is a divisor. That's why we write it outside of the long division. Now, remember, one digit at a time. We take the 3 and divide it. The steps were divide, then we will multiply, then we check the multiplication, then we subtract, then we check our remainder, then we will bring down the next digit and we will repeat it. Now we take one digit at a time because our divisor is one digit, so it will be 3 divided by 3. How many 3's do I have inside 3? Or what's the closest multiplication of 3 that's equal or less than 3? Cannot be bigger. We know it, which is 1. So it will be 3 divided by 3, 1. Then we multiply 1 times 3, which is 3. Then we check, can we do it? Remember, this number cannot be bigger than the upper number. In subtraction, we cannot do it. But since it's not bigger, we can. So we subtract it. 3 minus 3 will be 0. Then we check, is the remainder less than the divisor? Yes, that's why we bring down the next digit, which is 1. Remember, we bring down one digit at a time. I'm not gonna bring both of them, the 6 also here. We bring down one digit at a time, then we will repeat, means we divide it again. Now I'm gonna say 1 divided by 3. How many 3's do I have inside 1? Which is 0. That's why we write 0. The dividend, whenever the dividend, that one, the digit that we are bringing down, whenever it's less than the divisor, means we cannot divide. When we cannot divide, we add a 0 to the same place value here. Now I'm going to bring down the next digit. Since we add the 0, then we will bring down the next digit, so it can help us to do the division. Now we have 16 together. I'm gonna say 16 divided by 3. How many 3's do I have inside 16? Or what's the closest multiplication of 3 that's equal or less than 16? Which is 5. Because 5 times 3 is equal to 15. And 15 is less than 16. That's why we can subtract it. So we say 6 minus 5, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Now, do I have any more digit to bring down? No. Since we don't have any more digit and the remainder is less than the divisor, we are finished. So we say 316 divided by 3 is equal to 105. And the remainder will be 1. Okay, another example. Let's say we have 720 divided by 6. Same, we will write it as a long division. 720 divided by 6. Then we take first digit and divide. 7 divided by 6. Closest multiplication of 6 that's equal or less than 7 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. Then we subtract 7 minus 6, which is 1. Then we bring down the next digit. But before bringing down, we have to check something. Is our remainder less than the divisor? Yes, that's why we bring down the next one. Okay, now we have 12 together. 12 divided by 6. which we know it, 6 times 2 is equal to 12. So 2 times 6 is 12, and we subtract it, it will be 0. But we are not done. We still have one more digit to bring down. So I'm going to bring down the 0 also. Now we divide. Same thing. We do the division even if it's 0 the same way as if we have another digit, a different digit. Now we have 0. We say 0 divided by 6 is 0. Remember, the dividend, if the dividend was less than the divisor, we directly write a 0. When you write a 0, we check for another digit. Do I have any more digit to bring down? No. Since we don't have any more digit to bring down, we say we are finished. 720 divided by 6 is 120. And the remainder is 0. That's why we don't write it. Okay, I want you to pause the video and try to do that yourself, because I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1. Now, we will write it as a long division again. 600 divided by 5. We also try to check that one. 6 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Then we subtract it. It will be 1. Then we bring down the next digit, which is 1, 0. Remember, we bring down one digit at a time. Now it will be 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2, because the closest multiplication of 5 close to 10 is 2. 2 times 5. Now 2 times 5 is 10. We subtract it. It will be 0. Same thing. We still have a digit to divide, which is the 0, and we bring it down. Now, when you bring down a digit, you will repeat the steps, means you divide it again. Now we say 0 divided by 5, which is 0. Why 0? Because our divisor is less than, our quotient is less than the divisor. Now, 600 divided by 5 is 120. Okay. Why not check it? Let's check it and see if our answer is correct or not. This is how we check. For checking, we have a rule. The rule says inside parenthesis, open parenthesis, quotient times divisor then close parenthesis plus the remainder that we have. We can check if our division, that one, is correct. Did we divide it correctly or not? By that. Now, the quotient is this one, the answer. So we say 120 times, inside parenthesis, our divisor is 5, close parenthesis, then plus the remainder, which our remainder is 0. Now, if you multiply that one, why not? Let's do it here. 5 times 120. 5 times 0. 5 times 2, which is 10. 0 and raise 1. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1 is 6. Then this part will be 600 plus the remainder, which is 0, and it should be equal to 600. Now, when we check the answer of the checking, that one, the result, should be equal to the dividend, that one, the one that we are dividing. If this one, the result of the checking and the dividend are same, we say we divided correctly. But if the dividend, that one, and the result was different, that one means we divided incorrectly. We have to divide it all over again.